Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Loyola Blakefield for today's varsity soccer quarterfinals between your Loyola Dons and the Gilman Greyhounds. I'm Matt Smolka sitting alongside Garrett Bussey. Garrett, and we have playoff action for you out on the Bermuda here, just 2 days before Halloween.
Yeah, Matt, first playoff round for the Dons. They'll get the home field advantage with the student section coming out here, hopefully going to have a strong presence against the Greyhounds. The Dons played the Greyhounds a couple weeks ago. Came out with a 4-2 win. So they started out a little bit slow, but were able to put a few in late in the second half. Going to watch out for senior goalie Captain Grant Farley in the net for the Hounds, and the freshman Jordy Ekman in orange for the Dons. Ekman getting his first playoff action. Certainly a different atmosphere than the regular season.
Right. Also, you'll note here on the senior side, number 11 for the Dons, Kwaku Marfo-Sarbing had the hat trick in the game against Gilman. So we have Kwaku, Llewellyn, Schmuggy up top as the front three on the middle of the park for the Dons. So Nate, Caltabiano, and Cody Moore in the back. Once again, that back four of Kojo, Paravano, Ugarte, and Kelly. We are underway here. Playoff action, MIAA A-Conference quarterfinals. Loyola Gilman.
Yeah, man, we got a junior Ryan Kelly in the back here for the Dons. He is the left back. Kojo Marfo-Sarbang, the right back for the Dons. In our last matchup against the Hounds, we saw the Gilman winging defenders struggling against Schmuggy and Kwaku. Senior Eli Webb, the captain, had to help him out. He had a great game last matchup, so we'll see if the Gilman wing defenders can step up today.
Right. Now Kelly Caltabiano controls in the midfield. Drive back Cody Moore looking to facilitate out of possession. Kojo puts one defender on the ground, now feeds it in towards Llewellyn.
Yeah, Matt, Chase and Julian struggling a little bit in the middle of the season, as we saw, but certainly picked it up late in these past few games.
Right. Garrett mentioned the Dons' last two games. 1-0 win against BL and a 2-0 win against Calvert Hall. So Don's riding 2-game win streak into the playoffs.
Yeah, the Lakers giving a good showing for their last game of the regular season on their first year in the MIAA conference.
That was Kojo dueling with Ben Snavely for that aerial ball.
For the center backs for the Dons, seniors Domenico Paravano and James Ugarte. James on the far side there. They're going to play a big role today.
Kelly, good job to win that ball. Gets ahead to it. That's Webb, number 4. As you said, Garrett had a great game against the Dons last time. But all eyes are going to be drawn towards that top Gilman, the lone striker, Jack Stuzen, the senior forward.
Yeah, Matt, you'll see number 8, center defensive midfielder, Nathaniel Kumimorog in the middle. He's our only soccer commit on this team going to Gettysburg.
Yeah, only commit thus far. Kumimorog is committed to Gettysburg, though he did admit to me earlier in the day that he has not yet submitted his application, so he's got 2 days to do that. Now Ugarte whipping it back around. Paravano, nice settle with the chest. You can see Garrett, this game, both benches on their feet right from the start. There's certainly different vibe about the air. Obviously single elimination, so the loser of this game, Colmar, can't quite settle that one. Snavely drops back to Melanson.
Yeah, Matt, the winner of this game will duel the McDonough Eagles, the top seed, in our bracket on Thursday.
Excuse me, that was not Snavely. That was number 21, Kosti Karakausis, who did have one of the 2 goals for Gilman in their opener in their last game against the Dons here. The other was a penalty by Jack Stuzen. Came off when Kojo conceded a penalty in the box.
Yeah, Matt Stuzen, number 9 up top there, the senior lacrosse commit. But Stuzen and Karakos, you're going to see them be pressing pretty high throughout the game.
Trying to feed it through, and Kwaku's offside. One thing about Kwaku we've noticed this season, Garrett, is that he's not necessarily the biggest player, he's not necessarily the fastest, but he's a nose for the goal. He can find the back of the net. Meanwhile, in the Don student section, it is costume day out here. We've got a a golfer out there as well.
Caddy.
Yeah, a caddy. We got a big hat.
Here's Ugarte over to Kumimura. Kumimura great in the middle, really covering both sides as that central defensive midfielder. He will cover for the wing defenders. We'll see them push up a lot.
Spurrier whipping it in. Stuzen flicking it back towards the top of the box. That was Melanson, I believe. I'm not quite sure what the intent was there.
Yeah, the Don's known to really work it out of the back on these goal kicks. Gilman more known to try to get it up quick, make a mistake from the opposing defense. So we'll see what the press does for them today. Close
Careful
call here.
Ugarte. Paravano fighting for it. That's with Owen Grimm. Could have been a handball there. Ekman, Stuzen sliding in. Nearly caught Ekman by surprise there. However, so Nate wins possession in the middle of the park. And it wasn't the game against Garrett. We do have to point out, Gilman likes to play a really physical play style. In the last game against Gilman, there were 3 injuries. Both Ugarte and Paravano suffered head injuries. Ugarte did have a mild concussion as a result. He got taken to the ground fairly by Melanson. Paravano also was out with an injury later that game. And towards the end of that game, Kojo pulled his hamstring. But all 3 of those defenders are back for this one. And those 4 is sort of a motley group that going into the season, we have Kelly, Ugarte, Paravano. Hadn't really played for Loyola on the defensive line before, but they've done a really good job all season of adapting to the position. As Kojo. Now, one arm with. Snavely goes down cheaply. No call from the ref.
Here's the Kojo-Kwaku duo here. These brothers, Kwaku the junior, Kojo the senior, are going to work this right line. Certainly very dangerous on the attack.
Right, Kwaku spinning around one, manages to win a corner. Kojo might have gotten away with an arm there, however, I do think Snavely was trying to facilitate a call there from the official.
Caltriano can take the left-footed kick, loves to curl it in.
Llewellyn's there.
It's maybe an interference call.
No goal, says Llewellyn. Put that one right into the back of the net. Appears to have been called for an offensive foul while doing so. Perhaps he pushed off.
You're not going to want to impede the goalie there.
He did have plenty of space. So, unfortunately, there's that one gets called back. Kumimura wins that header.
Yeah, so Nate 1 for 1. You'll see him with a plethora of headers usually in each game, despite his height.
Schmuggy looking to battle that ball. Haven't seen much action from him. Now Caltabiano. Yep, tripped up there. Caltabiano, good call. Dons look to play quickly. Stuzen was lurking. Arte feeds it back to Kumimura. Gilman playing a little high press. Dons might want to have Kojo and Kelly drop back a little bit. Fancy feet there from Onate. He's a freshman. Evan Onate, the standout freshman, along with Ekman, has started most of the games for the Dons.
An attempted through from Stuzen. Not going to be good enough. So for the seniors here, their last game on Loyola's home field.
Flick doesn't quite come off from Nolan. That's a good point there, Garrett. This will be definitively the last game for Loyola seniors to be played on the Bermuda.
So we'll give him go.
Caltabiano, Schmuggy, a little 1-2. Schmuggy using that pace down to the left side. Schmuggy trying to cross in the left foot. No, it's Spurrier there to knock it away. Kelly whipping it in once more. Llewellyn's there. Ooh. Schnavely. And now that's away by Alden Booth.
There's Kelly there. Most of the time in the right spot with that supporting role as a wing defender.
Yeah, and Garrett, the winner of this game will play McDonough on Thursday on Halloween at McDonough. Kojo, fancy move there. Whipping it in towards Schmuggy. Schmuggy, head to it. Just a little high.
Yeah, a bit of a loft there from Kojo. A little bit too far. Caught Schmuggy on his back foot. But certainly a good idea. And Kojo been working Snavely, the wing midfielder here for the Hounds. So he'll get the sub.
Garrett, obviously in the last 2 seasons, the Dons have been knocked out by McDonough. There was last year's devastating championship where the undefeated Dons lost in penalty kicks. And also the year before that when Loyola suffered a bad loss to McDonough in the semifinals at McDonough. It'll be the same matchup this year if the Dons can beat Gilman.
And it is going to be Loyola's throw.
Warren fighting for it. Appears to be debuting new gold cleats. Now Ugarte.
So you see Stuzen here pressing up. The Dons looking to use their foot skills to really just get around him.
Paravano, great ball forward. Caltabiano can't quite settle it. It was really great vision there from his fellow Dom in the back. Now Karakowski whip it in. Stuzen settles with a chest. Tucker Hebert was there. Now here's Stuzen battling with Kojo. Good play there by Kojo. Onate coming over to help out as well.
Good idea there from Onate to double Stuzen.
Throw given to Gilman despite some protests from the boys in blue. Here's now. Long throw, Stuzen flicking it on. Paravano also heading it on. Karakowski. Deflected shot. Paravano might have wanted to leave that one for Ekman. He's able to clear it away.
Works in the advantage of the Dons anyhow. As Kelly will bring it back for the Webb to throw.
Kelly wins that header. Now Schmuggy. Melanson settles, looking to switch the field. Said he's going to roll through for Stuzen. Bodied up by Paravano. Kojo settles. avoids a possible handball. Now it's out. Now Hebert on this left side. Hebert up against Onate. Cutting inside to his left. Kwaku's there now. Spurrier.
Good work by Onate, more the offensive midfielder. Dangerously close to our monitor.
Yeah. Stuzen trying to flick it on once again. Caltabiano over the head. Schmuggy racing toward it. Schmuggy gets the first touch, but Webb is there.
Onate doing a great job on the defensive side this far. Schmuggy.
Now Schmuggy looking to break. He has Kwaku over to his right side. He cuts back. Onate. It's a good tight touch there. Plays it off to Kojo. Kojo has to resettle. Don's promising counter, but falls apart. They'll work it out from the back. Ekman's ball is looking for Schmuggy. Now Webb.
Number of times the Gilman midfield and defense has just tried to feed Stuzen.
Well done by Kwaku, beating Melanson to the ball.
He's got Kumi Morog in the middle.
Kwaku, a bit too hot for Ugarte there, who slips, loses his footing. Now Karakauskas down the right wing. Marked closely by Kelly. And Karakauskas just trips over the ball slightly there. Kelly playing it quickly out. Morog looking for that long ball through Kwaku. Kwaku takes a shot to the head off the Titans' clearance. Ooh. That was Capodanno who slipped.
Great job by Paravano so far with this matchup against Stuzen.
Melanson wins the header. Now it's Grimm battling with Caltabiano. Don's working possession.
Yeah, possession certainly in favor of the Dons.
And this has been a trend of most of their games, Garrett, is especially early in the game, they tend to play really possession-oriented soccer now. Looking at that long ball now, Schmuggy matched up against Webb. Schmuggy trying to take a long touch around. It's too far. And out for a goal kick.
Good step there by Ugarte, and that's where you want Schmuggy on that wing with his speed. A little too hard of a touch there. It's De Jesus, the sophomore, number 10, will sub in for Onate.
Yeah, De Jesus has seen some minutes in that center midfield role along with Onate, sort of a little bit of a rotation. Now Farley take the goal kick. It's lofted left footer. De Jesus gets ahead to it. Now he'll win it. Feed it through for Schmuggy. But Melanson once again is there. And we've seen Melanson this season for Gilman. Yeah, there's Kwaku call with a handball. We've seen Melanson for Gilman this year. I know last year, Garrett, he played more in that attacking midfield role, but this year he's dropped back to be more of a number 8 or even a defensive midfielder at times. We see him here playing more up front of the defense with Karakauskas Grimm more so towards the front. What's a long ball played forward from Capodanno. Settles for Grimm. Kojo's there. Gilman's still in possession. Melanson feeding it through. It's an easy collection for Ekman.
Good Dons again taking their time in the back. Looking to get some openings in the middle. Bit of a
play on, yep. De Jesus. Yeah, a bit of jersey tug there from Grimm. Great touch from Kobe Morgan. Sells it forward. Caltabiano. Caltabiano went for the shot. Blocked by Webb. It's going to go out for a throw.
There's Kelly to Kumimorog. You got Llewellyn and Kwaku on the far side.
Kumimorog looking to cross it in. Headed away by Hebert. Kojo, his attempted cross, also blocked. Now Llewellyn down the right wing. Llewellyn low cross in. It's flicked away. Kumimorog takes it off Karakowski. Kumimorog feeding it through. Shmuggy stopped by Farley. Good stop there with the leg.
Still going.
Once again, no, Shmuggy's off.
So Shmuggy a hard grounder. Farley gets the foot on it.
Yeah, good sequence of play there from the Dons. As you mentioned before, Garrett, they've had the majority of the possession, but they haven't really been able to make anything of it. That was the first big chance of the game. Shmuggy gets a shot on target. Farley, though, is tough to beat. Good stop there.
Ugarte sliding over to win the head. So the Dons not only the possession, but starting with their win on the head balls.
Shmuggy gets a fantastic touch there from the senior. Second touch disappoints, though. Now it's a ball fed through for Hebert. Paravano, Ekman, a little bit of miscommunication. Good job by Paravano and Ekman sorting that one out together. Quick rollout here for Kojo. It's a poor ball. Stuzen will come out in his place. In his place will be Luke Council. A totally different type of player. Still, Stuzen's the big and physical forward. Council, the quick, the crafty striker. Shmuggy in for Caltabiano.
Yeah, Webb got caught up in the middle there. Llewellyn's still lurking up top. Haven't seen much of him on the ball yet today.
Right, that's been a large part, but the Dons haven't really been able to get a lot going in the middle. They've really they worked the ball around the back. They've gone out on both wings. We've seen Kwaku, Shmuggy get considerable action. But Llewellyn also, same thing for Stuzen. I've noticed Stuzen in these first 20 minutes or so. He's out now, but when he's out in the game, he was not coming back at all. He was staying just up top with Paravano to guard him. Wasn't even coming back to receive the ball at all. Gilman corner. First corner of the game for the Hounds.
Melanson on the far side. There, Paravano and Ugarte, especially for the Dons, looking to use their height.
All right, Gilman not an exceptionally tall team. Don should have the height advantage on the set piece. It was Spurrier who got ahead to it. Much too high, though.
Paravano waiting to get right out of that box.
Searching ball forward. Same team there from De Jesus and Kwaku, both going for that ball. Booth wins that header. Kumimorog is there for that second touch, though. Ooh. Paravano, dangerous. Ekman nearly let that one through the legs. Don's bit of disarray here in the back. Gilman perhaps looking at a chance. Now Council, good tackle by Kumimorog. And that was dangerous ball there from Paravano, Garrett. First of all, it was up it looked like it was up at Ekman's chest, and then there was a terrifying moment where it looked like it might actually go between his legs when he nearly misjudged it. However, no harm comes of it.
Yeah, so first mistake for the Dons defensive line. They've had a lot of time these first 20 minutes. Look to switch the field here. Shmuggy on that top left side. Kwaku a little lurking around the middle now.
Kelly now Kumimorog. Beats it through Caltabiano. Forward for Shmuggy. Shmuggy to his left. Cuts back once. Now plays it in. Just over the head of De Jesus. In the middle now Llewellyn will recollect. Llewellyn trying to beat his man. Cross it in. Far side. Shmuggy. It's over his head.
Chase cutting a little close there to the sideline on that cross. He had Kojo in the back, but defender relatively close to Kojo, so good decision to cross it, just a little long.
Paravano forward. Llewellyn. And a good tackle there by Spurrier. We've seen Llewellyn drifting off more to this right side as the game has progressed, unable to find much room up top.
So Kwaku will take a break as another freshman Jeremiah Windsor pops onto this right wing.
Right, Kwaku was quiet the last few minutes. Now Kojo takes the throw. Windsor, pacey freshman.
Getting bodied there by Herbert. Kojo going to take the long throw.
As the Gilman fan section starts taking over the stands on that far side. Llewellyn will back heel in. Kojo into the box. Slicked away.
So still in the offensive third here for the Dons, but not really sure what's going on. Kojo's in the mix. Foul favor the Hounds.
Against Kojo. Again, can't really see what's happening with the massive Gilman students. Good showing of students out here for the playoff game, Garrett.
Yep.
Nearly as many Gilman students out as Loyola students. Kojo, no fear there, launches the header up. And Windsor.
Might have been looking for the through to Schmuggy. Schmuggy wasn't there, though.
Yeah, lacking purpose on that through ball. Now Karakausis in possession for Gilman. Lots on good little sequence here from the Hounds. De Jesus tackles in, doesn't get to it. Now Windsor bumping Spurrier off. Now one of the Gilman parents having some words with the sideline official on that side.
Maybe emotional for the senior parents, as it is the playoffs. Is clear foul from the Hounds.
De Jesus clipped by Grimm. No malice in it.
De Jesus sometimes wanting to fall easily. Works in favor of the Dons there.
Caltabiano feeding off for Kelly. Kelly down this left side, working in for Schmuggy. Schmuggy flicking it back. De Jesus recovers. Now looking for Schmuggy. Schmuggy working one-on-one out wide.
No call.
Kelly whipping it in. Llewellyn tried the flick.
Another foul on the Dons.
Yeah. We're about halfway through this first one, Garrett. And things are starting to get a little chippy out there on the pitch, as well as in the stands. Seeing more and more fans pouring in. Early start time, 3:30. It's earlier than the usual regular season game. Obviously, the players had that nice 2 o'clock dismissal today.
Yeah, very overcast today, so you won't see the sun come into play, as we get sometimes on our the right goal.
That's a good point. Yeah, no sun to factor in to that right goal today. It is a little chilly. Temperature around 55 degrees. That's playoff soccer for you in Maryland.
Llewellyn and Schmuggy. Good grounder to Caltabiano, always available in that middle. The junior captain.
Caltabiano's done a very good job this game of working the ball out in the middle of the park. Now De Jesus, quick burst of speed, gets past one.
Ooh, very close to the shoulder bicep area.
Right, looked like it sort of caught him just on that left bicep. Referee very stringent on that call. Unfortunate, but ball did hit him on that left arm.
Farley's going to blast this one up front.
Some contact in the box there off Council. Not enough to warrant a penalty, and I agree. Well, and no support up top. Off the reset. Hebert pushing Kojo off the ball. And now it's Kojo call for the foul against Council for holding the jersey. Some physical football. It's physical soccer.
Haven't seen this ref trio before, so we'll see how that plays in with their experience on this field.
Now free kick for Gilman. Promising position, both Webb and Melanson standing over it. Approximately 25 yards from goal. Not a great angle, but enough to take a shot if Melanson is feeling peckish. Ekman not a huge presence in the goal. Three-man wall here for the Dons. Melanson, he'll feed the ball in towards the middle of the box. Ekman's there to collect. He's just too far for Karakausis and quickly out for Kelly. Dons looking to counter. De Jesus Windsor streaking forward.
I believe it was tipped. As Farley grabs that one, certainly a larger goalkeeper than Ekman in his senior year. Well, Windsor playing up top could have put that pressure on.
Melanson goes in high. I'll call Tobiano. No call. Now Llewellyn. Ball is going to be too far for Windsor. As a trio of substitutions here for the Dons. As we see, Dixon coming on for Kojo. We'll see Kelly slot over to this right side. Onate back in. Oh, excuse me. Onate is going to come in for Windsor. Yeah, Onate in for Windsor. Schmuggy out as well. So Onate out to the right wing. Kwaku will slot into the left. De Jesus winning this one. Good tackle by Booth. It's clean. Now Kwaku feeding it forward. Llewellyn fighting for it. Llewellyn wins possession. He's battling with Spurrier. And it's out. Don's throw.
So we've got four Loyal defenders back here. Caltabiano at the top of the box. Paravano's going to set it in.
Low ball. Melanson's there. Kamimura can't quite get a touch. Dixon sees his first action of the game.
So the Gilman defense has held strong against the Schmuggy Llewellyn combo. Just looking to use that speed on the wings. Students back in the game.
Quick throw. Number of quick throws taken here from the Dons. Doesn't work in their favor here. Onate dispossesses Karakausis. Good flick on there from Grimm.
Not sure who it's off. Maybe the Dons.
Yep, Don's throw.
It's Kelly has slid over to the right here.
Right. Yeah, Kelly, very versatile player. He's both feet well. So he's comfortable playing either the left or right side of the defense.
Great vision there from Kumi Morag. Just to stay in the back, waiting for the ball to come to him. Calpiano unable to keep it in. Herbert's calling for a sub.
Now Herbert come off. Possible injury there. Seems to be favoring his left leg slightly. Snavely will come in for him. Spurrier flicking on for Stuzen.
So the Hounds going to get a chance here after long possession from the Dons on their offensive half.
Stuzen flicking it in. De Jesus gets the foot to it. A fall from Melanson. Melanson to his right. Kwaku's there to win it. Kwaku trying to get past Melanson. Kwaku. And it's called against Kwaku. The referee ruling Kwaku dragged Melanson to the ground. Not sure I agree with that call.
Kwaku does not either, but excellent moves from Hino Melanson. Able to get around him. Fortunately, a little too much contact.
Coach Lee also in disagreement about that call. Long ball played in from Booth. Ugarte, the first head to it.
Coach Lee calling the Dons to press up.
Flicking it forward now. Stuzen, Paravano, clear penalty. Takes Stuzen down. That's going to be a yellow, if not a red card for senior captain Dom Paravano. He's just waiting in anguish here.
Ref may not offer a card.
I'm surprised by that. It was a terribly timed challenge for Paravano that completely changes the scope of this game. Stuzen against Ekman. Stuzen, we had the same situation last game. Garrett Stuzen took a penalty against Ekman last game. Ekman failed to stop it. Can the freshman phenom stop this one? Stuzen to the spot. Stuzen puts it past Ekman. Ekman guessed right. Couldn't quite stop it. Looked like the ball might have taken a bounce over him. It's not quite sure what matters. Gilman 1, Loyola 0. 10 minutes to go in the first half.
It does bounce over Ekman, so unfortunate there. As you heard Coach Lee calling for his D to press up. Didn't press up far enough. Stuzen caught him right on the line with the head.
Right, then the ball fell right to him. Stuzen took a touch, and Dom Paravano, valiant effort for the challenge, but completely mistimes it. Clear penalty, and Stuzen, the second time in as many games, puts a penalty past Ekman.
So the Dons, although we've said have had the majority of the possession, the Gilman's game plan working to their advantage, just waiting for a mistake. So another foul there from Ugarte. A number of calls here in favor of the Hounds.
Dons need to pick it up here. You can see Paravano, now Llewellyn. You can see some of the life seems to be coming out of him. This is not the moment you need to concede a second one right here. Kelly gets a head away. Kumi Morag, first to it.
Gilman continuing the press. The Dons, even though they can hold it in the back there for it seems like minutes, going to need to get it up farther, get a scoring chance if they want to even it.
Now we see Schmuggy here on this right wing. It's not where he normally plays, but perhaps a switch of wings.
Bad awareness there from the ref, going to cost the Dons possession.
I'm surprised it's not a drop ball there. I believe that is the rule in. I believe that is the FIFA rule. If the ball makes contact with the ref in play, it's an automatic drop ball. Clearly not the MIAA rule. Now Llewellyn, good move there, shifting to his right. Excuse me, to his left. Trying to feed it through for Caltabiano, but it's a good challenge. That was Nate blocked, the midfielder. Paravano gets away with some contact there. As he pushed Grimm to the ground. I think he's lucky not to get called for a foul there, Garrett.
Yeah, the ref may be unwilling to give the Hounds that one after the number of fouls he has already given them. Here's Schmuggy now on the right.
Schmuggy's going to try and use that pace off to his right. Now cuts back. Still in possession. He'll feed it through. Grimm gets enough of a touch on it to disrupt. Pass intended for Onate.
Okay, we'll curl it in.
Caltabiano sells. Now flicking it through. And Llewellyn was boxed out there by Capodanno.
So we have seen Schmuggy and Kwaku switch on their wing. Schmuggy on our close wing now. Just looking to use that speed against the defenders. Kwaku likes the head balls, if we've seen in the last Gilman game.
Dons look to reset. About 5 minutes to go in this one.
Good flick there,
Schmuggy
Caltabiano.
dispossessing Capadano. He's going to try to look for feed it through for Kwaku. Kwaku cuts back, gets past one, takes the shot. Offside's called.
Llewellyn just a tad offsides there. Good idea from Kwaku. Not enough power on the shot.
Kwaku looking to replicate his performance against Gilman. Last time these two teams met, as I mentioned earlier, Garrett, Kwaku with the hat trick.
Seen Kwaku and Schmuggy switch back. Coach Lee with the communication there. Maybe not liking the matchup.
Paravano over the back of Stuzen. Paravano is going to get a strict talking to here from the official. No, but looks like it's going to be more than that. Or perhaps not. I think that's now twice, I think, Garrett, that Paravano lucky not to be put in the book. That was a cynical challenge from Paravano. Wasn't going for the ball at all over the top of Stuzen. Once again, a free kick.
So either Melanson or Karakosis here maybe looking for the shot. Gilman's going to hold at least 3 back.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they have Loyola, all 11 men here. Karakosis the shot. Hit with some power, but I didn't have the necessary dip on it to drop under the bar. Hold up play here as the freshman Josh Melanson, brother of Johnny Melanson, comes onto this left wing.
Here comes the press from the Hounds.
Ugarte, poor touch. He's dispossessed by Karakosis. Got Stuzen in the center. Stuzen's there. Stuzen, the header wide.
So only 4 minutes left in this half. The Don's going to have to at least get in the offensive third.
Right, and the Dons seem to have lost a bit of their composure. And they seems that they've been looking a little ragged in the last few minutes. Had some calls go against them. More importantly, the big penalty. And now Gilman is charged. But actually, the most worrying thing to me, Garrett, is the lack of chances the Dons have had. They've had a lot of possession. They haven't been able to turn it into tangible chances on goal. There was the one effort from Schmuggy 20 minutes or so ago.
Good sequence here.
Now mistake. Oh, Melanson, Nate fighting. Kwaku towards the sideline.
Seems to be still in.
Yeah, still. Now it's cleared away.
Good timing there from Paravano in the head.
Morag, lofted ball looking forward for Kwaku. Kwaku crossing in. Llewellyn, it's over the bar.
Good cross.
Good cross. Tough one to hit that first time. But Llewellyn just caught the bottom of the ball and sent it skying.
You saw Llewellyn really try to get his whole leg up there so he could keep it down. Unfortunately, doesn't hit the laces.
Yeah, unable to do so. And that was a big chance too there, Garrett, because first time a strike like that would have a good chance of beating Farley if it was on target.
Dixon back in.
Ball whipped in. Avery Meyer fighting for it. Stuzen, good step there by Paravano. And up for Schmuggy. Schmuggy can't quite control it. Now Meyer. Quimoric out only as far as Karakosis. Karakosis now to his left between two. Play on, says the referee. Paravano glances back once. Decides to take it himself. But it's out. A heavy touch there. Throw in now for Gilman as play resumes. Dixon, the chest, Stuzen.
Ground clear from Dixon.
Onate slips there. Garrett, it's a little worrying to me that the momentum shift in the last few minutes or so has really been in favor of Gilman. The Dons seem to be struggling more. Gilman Gilman that momentum has really given Gilman a bit of impetus to continue their pressure, continue the attack. The Dons' possession and through ball strategy has not really worked the necessary effect here with only a minute to go in the first half.
Yeah, Matt, with a minute to go, our first sponsor of the day, the Loyola Blakefield Corporate Partners Program, invites business and organizations to join our Corporate Partners Program for the 2019-2020 academic year. The program offers a comprehensive means to support the experience of our students while establishing a close relationship with the school and its constituents. For more information, please visit loyalblakefield.org/corporate partners.
Good challenge there from Ugarte.
.30 seconds left, plenty of time to get a shot off at least from the Dons.
Schmuggy. We've seen a few players losing their footing out here, Garrett. It's a long one played in Melanson. Ekman. Ooh, nice little punt up there for Kwaku. Paravano and the younger Melanson. Getting into a bit on the sideline. The ball played forward for Llewellyn. And that is the end of the first half. Gilman 1, Loyola 0.
So, Matt, a few more of our sponsors just before the end of the half. Loyola University Jesuit Community of Loyola University, Maryland shares in the mission of the Worldwide Society of Jesus. This mission includes the service of faith and the promotion of justice in dialogue with cultures and with other religions. These values characterize its commitment to the educational apostolate of Loyola University, Loyola Blakefield, Cristo Rey, and St. Ignatius Academy in Baltimore.
All right, with that sponsorship concluded, Garrett, we conclude the first half. The current score, Loyola 1, Gilman 0. It was Dons started out strong, but some worrying signs crept in. Obviously, the penalty goal from Stuzen, the big factor so far in this one. The Dons need to pull something out of the hat here, at least a goal in the second half. And that's where we stand here, unless the Dons are going to Dons in danger, I should say, of a unsuccessful exit early in the playoffs. But folks, stay tuned. We'll be right back to you in about 10 minutes or so with the rest of the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. The MIAA Conference Varsity Soccer Quarterfinals. The Dons just emerging from the woods to start the second half. Before we do recap the first half or go in the second half, I'm going to invite Garrett to do a couple more of our corporate partner sponsors.
Yeah, Matt, our third sponsor, Atlantic Caterers, is a family-owned and operated business that has ties with the Archdiocese of Baltimore since 1963, and they are proud to be a part of the time-honored traditions that are the root of Loyola Blakefield's success. Contact Atlantic Caterers for your next event at 410-254-6662 or visit their website at atlanticcaterers.com. First National Bank is a proud sponsor of Loyola Blakefield Athletics, home of the Dons. At First National Bank, we believe that our local communities are the lifeblood of the markets we serve. Our involvement with the Loyola Blakefield and the athletics program are just a small way FNB gives back to local communities everywhere. Please stop by our closest branch in Towson at 1 West Pennsylvania Ave or visit our other branches in Baltimore, Harford, and Howard counties. You may also visit us online at www.fnb-online.com. First National Bank, member of the FDIC.
All right, and we are just about to get ready underway. Garrett, obviously the first half, Dons dominated possession the first 20 minutes or so. Then bit of disarray in the box. Jack Susan, the Gilman striker, finds himself with the ball, takes a touch past Paravano, an ill-timed challenge penalty, and that is the only goal of the game thus far. Not that many chances either for either team, but it is the penalty that looms large on the scoreboard. Gilman 1, Loyola 0 to start the second half.
Yeah, Matt, recent chant from the Don student section. They were very quiet this first half. Hopefully going to put some momentum here for the Dons.
That's right, Garrett, and I have to say that in the last few minutes, the Dons did not look as sharp as they did to begin the game, but what's really going to hurt them is what hurt them in the first half was the lack of concrete chances that they had. There were quite a few. They controlled the majority of the possession. They had a lot of crosses in, but not much besides that. Now Llewellyn settles. Coming
Morag again in space. Good job in the first half, really just waiting for the ball to come to him and making the most of his opportunities.
Now Llewellyn tries to get past one, feeding it through, called to Biano. Now Schmuggy trying to keep it in, and it'll be out for a goal kick. It was a good chance there for the Dons.
Schmuggy with an uninviting drop there. Farley's going to have to take a walk to grab it.
Yeah, it's a disadvantage for him. Farley taking his time adjusting that sock just so for the goal kick.
Looks like Llewellyn, Kwaku, and Schmuggy still are three up top.
Right.
As you'll see, Stuzen on the other hand.
Right, it is do or die time here for the Dons, though. 40 minutes, they need at least one goal to send it to overtime. 2, Colin Morag. Shoulder in there, Karakausis. It'll be Capodanno to take it. Ball into the box. Falls Karakausis, shot blocked. And out for a corner. It was Kojo who got a foot to it. It was dangerous there.
Yeah, good length from Capodanno on the indirect.
Melanson here to take it. Second corner of the game for Gilman. Junior midfielder curls one in. And Karakausis gets ahead to it.
Both hands on the back there, I believe. Called to Biano. The foul's called.
Yeah, Don's looking to hurry up play here. Ekman quickly out towards Paravano.
Long ball from Paravano.
That's Kojo.
Kojo's all the way up.
Well, settles with the chest.
Maybe a bit of a strategy from Coach Lee, telling his defensive wings, Kelly and Kojo to press up even more.
Kwaku in the box. Cross is blocked out. It'll be a corner. And I wouldn't be surprised that was the case. Obviously, the outside backs have been playing even higher this season than the previous 2 seasons. But you have the physicality of Kojo, you have the speed and versatility of Kelly. Now Dons are going to press forward.
And when we see that, Nathaniel Morag certainly comfortable with dropping back more into the center back position when they were to press up.
Now Caltabiano take this one, the left-footed Corner should in swing. Oh, now here's Chloe Morgan into the box as well. So Dons are going to push 8 up into the box. 7. Called to Biano's corner. But it's interesting there, Garrett. Kojo is the only man back besides Kelly at the top of the box. Now Farley take the goal kick.
Yeah, Matt, Coach Lee looking to send in Ugarte and Paravano because of their height.
Claymore gets ahead to it. Lanson fighting with Onate. Kwaku will control. He's flicking it on towards Onate. Spurrier away. Now Kojo to Kwaku. Kwaku looking down this right side. Kwaku, long touch. Too far of a touch. Out for a Gilman goal kick.
Good idea there from the brother combo.
Now Farley take the goal kick once again. Bit of backspin on that ball now, Karakoussis. That left-footed through ball is well too far. Back toward the woods where just a moment ago during halftime we saw the varsity cross-country team on their senior day, led by seniors Hayden Roberts, take the trail in a cross-country matchup against Spalding. Back in the Bermuda, foul called against Kwaku.
Yeah, Matt, it seems as Paravano's going to stick right on Stuzen, as we saw specifically on the head. Went up about 20 yards to follow him. Maybe another plan here from Coach Lee, trying to lock off the big man.
It's Capitano looking for Stuzen. Ooh, and it was Stuzen who got ahead to it. As you said, Garrett, they were looking for Stuzen. He's an imposing figure in the box, but didn't redirect it on goal, and Ekman was there to collect it. Caltabiano's trying to feed it through for Llewellyn. Yeah, Stuzen stands about 6'4", 6'5", and broad, so very hard to beat in the air. Ooh, nice move there by Chloe Morog. Now looking to Renate with space. Caltabiano, Don's on the chance for a counter, trying to feed it through Llewellyn. Llewellyn, the left-footed shot. It's just over the corner of the bar.
Good sequence there from the Dons, starting in the back. That is what they're looking for. Certainly known to possess it in the back, but they've got to get those sequences going if they want to get shots off from the strikers, including Llewellyn.
Llewellyn, good defense there by Booth, boxing him out to the outside of the goal. Llewellyn, there's a good effort with his weak foot. Hit with some power. A good chance. That's what the Dons need, Garrett, is good chances. Because sooner or later with enough chances, ball should find the back of the net. Now Caltabiano feeding it forward. Gilman dropping back a little bit. Maybe a little bit too much. Now giving Kwaku some space. Kwaku slips slightly. It's going to be Onate with a left-footed shot. Onate, great save by Farley to tip that one. Onate also the left-footed shot. But Grant Farley equal to it, the junior captain and goalkeeper, with a spectacular acrobatic save. Gets his fingertips to it, and it's out for a corner.
Yeah, man, a great left-footed shot. Farther than 20 yards out. So Onate going to continue his momentum and take the corner.
Now 3 Dons crashing the top of the box. It's a curler in. Ugarte rises high, but that was
Stuzen on the head.
Was Stuzen. So Stuzen was dropping back for that corner. Bit of momentum swinging back here for the Dons. 2 good chances in the last just 2 minutes. Kelly trying to feed it through Melanson away.
Schmuggy working back.
Schmuggy remains in pursuit. Paravano battling with Snavely on that far sideline. Paravano wins it. Kojo can't do much more than knock it out for a throw. Grimm was right on him. Paravano up. Llewellyn settles. Trying looking forward to roll it forward for Schmuggy. No one was there. Ugarte gets enough of a touch to it.
Just barely.
Yep. It's a good call there. He was, for a second, it looked like he thought Ekman was going to get to it. But if he'd left it for Ekman, Stuzen would have run right onto the path of that ball. Now Kwaku feeding it forward Llewellyn. Don's looking crisper here in the second half. Llewellyn past one. Llewellyn to the right wing. Llewellyn, he's taken down as a challenge. Melanson right up in the face of that sideline referee. Llewellyn slow to get up.
Did not get too much ball on there as Llewellyn got the hit. So Caltabiano in a prime spot for his curveballs that we've seen resulting in goals previous weeks.
Right, oh, we see Paravano unmarked at the back post. Oh no, now block.
Kelly.
That Webb coming back toward him.
Yeah, I like Kelly's position here, maybe looking to get the bounce out.
Caltabiano curls it in. Farley fisted away. Oh, not to the left foot. Now Kwaku's there as well. Ball's bouncing around. It's cleared away. But good sequence of play here from the Dons. Things going very nicely for them.
Yeah, looking to keep the pressure on.
Llewellyn shifting. Melanson gets away.
Stuzen the only hound even close to the Loyola back line.
Caltabiano fighting through a crowd of hounds.
Gets past 4.
Now Schmuggy here on the sideline. Schmuggy flicking it through. Caltabiano. Now back to Kelly. Don settle it. Dons will reset from the back. Ugarte up. Headed away. Comey Morag will look to settle. Karakosa's on his back now. Feeds in. Llewellyn flicks it in. Schmuggy the curler! Off the bar!
What a sequence there from the seniors. Curling Schmuggy, an excellent curl off the post. Farley would not have been there.
It was hit clinically with technique. Ball was curling and dipping towards the crossbar. Farley was up in the air, couldn't quite reach it. However, it's off the top of the bar and out for a goal kick. All the momentum now swinging back in favor of Loyola coming out of the halftime break. 4 chances in the last 6 minutes or so.
Not sure what the ref's trying to communicate to Farley.
The Dons student section is pretty electrified right now.
Ball is not in play.
The clock has been stopped during. Now you can see Llewellyn urging on his teammates here. Dons certainly feel they're close to a goal. Caltabiano through Schmuggy, looking off Llewellyn. Llewellyn knocking forward for Kwaku. Kwaku guarded by Spurrier. Well done by Spurrier to win it. And clear now, the long ball looking up for Stuzen. Paravano's there. Morgan has to be careful. Now Gilman. Don's caught up, possible counter. Good step from Ugarte. Now Karakosis. Melanson past Kelly, but Ugarte's able to clear. And it's still in.
Great clear. The Dons are able to hold off the counterattack. Nate on his back. Gets away in time.
Paravano in for Onate. Onate flicking in Llewellyn. Good tackle by Webb. Great play there by Webb. Had a strong game last time against the Dons as well. Kelly misjudges it, but still wins it with the head. The Dons are looking pretty crisp out here. Start the second half. Garrett now coming more dispossessing.
Schmuggy on the wing.
Caltabiano feeding it just behind Schmuggy was a good idea. Number of teachers out here as well. Garrett, it's a big crowd out here today. Ugarte launches one upfield.
Interesting choice to go for the head there. Would have thought Farley would have wanted to collect that one.
Yeah, perhaps didn't think is going to bounce far enough for that, as things seem to be settling slightly down here. Farley has to go all the way out in the woods to retrieve it. But the Dons can make a comeback here. It's looking to be shaped up to be a classic postseason thriller. He's gonna have some words with the official. I believe he's unhappy at the time allowed to go off the clock while Farley was in the woods going to get that ball. There's no extra ball behind the goal, I should say. So the referee having a word.
Sorry, there is one.
Oh, I see. So
that was what was the complaint?
I see. I actually can't see. I actually can't see it from my own gear. It's right. Must be right behind that wheel of the goal. Caltabiano wins the header. Schmuggy settles. Cuts inside. Has to drop. Paravano leading the charge from the back. Gets past one. Both hands play on.
So Meyer.
Kojo dinking it off now. Kwaku cuts one past two, and is in. And Farley collects.
Farley a bit of topspin on this one.
Morg misjudges it now. Stuzen. Hounds had an advantage. However, that was blocked. It slipped.
Schmuggy has room.
Room and speed. He'll feed it through. Caltabiano has Onate with space. Onate now turns. No one's there, though. Has to reset. Good job by the Hounds to get back. Kojo, long ball played forward. Farley will be able to collect.
Yeah, no one really open enough for Kojo to play close, so he plays long to Llewellyn. But Farley's there.
Good job by Schmuggy there. Caltabiano has Schmuggy. Llewellyn now feeding it through. Onate, good layoff passing here from the Dons in the second half. You've seen that with Llewellyn and Caltabiano quite a bit now. Kwaku cutting inside. Perhaps a bit too selfish from Kwaku here to start. Onate, shots blocked.
Still has it.
That was Meyer, as Gilman has gone more and more defensive here. Kojo looking to play in that cross from the wing. Headed away. Koimorok settles. Has it go? It's on target. No trouble at all for Farley. Koimorok was nearly 30 yards out. Big boot here from Farley. Garta gets ahead to it. Now Kojo up for Koimorok, and the Dons have dominated play. Since then, Gilman is looking to score for counterattack. Now Karakosis. Nothing of it.
Plenty of room.
Yeah.
The Hounds seem to be pushing up a bit.
Caltabiano in space. Caltabiano looking to feed through Schmuggy. Schmuggy, can he reach the ball? He does. Keeps it in. We're trying with a great move. Schmuggy inside. Schmuggy deflection. It's in. It's in. Schmuggy with the goal off the deflection. The Dons have leveled it. And Garrett, I don't know how that ball got on the back of the net, but Julian Schmuggy will either be credited with the goal or possible own goal off a deflection. But deflection off the Gilman defender, ball bouncing off the post. Farley enraged, throwing the ball back to midfield. It's 1-1.
Yeah, Matt, Schmuggy completely obliterating multiple Hounds defenders. He chips it around one, keeping it barely in. And I believe went for the cross right on the goal line, deflected off a Gilman defender. Pops right around Farley.
1-1, 24 minutes. Dons all the momentum. If they can score a second goal here, it would be huge.
Ekman has not touched the ball this half. So the Dons.
Right, Dons fired up. Long halftime break for them. Clearly some fiery words at the half now. Onate, Dons looking to double it. Kwaku, can he equalize? Excuse me. Kwaku, no, it's just past the post. Equalized, they've already equalized. Kwaku looking for the go-ahead goal. He had 3 against Gilman in their last game. But this one rolls just past the post.
Yeah, Matt, the Gilman student section quiet as the Dons are howling. Down here this is the time you'd want to take a timeout if you had a chance, but unfortunately.
That's exactly right, Garrett. You know, this is any basketball coach in this situation would go for the 30-second timeout. Obviously, in soccer, that's one thing about this game. 40 minutes of continuous play.
As I said, certainly the center backs, Capodanno and Webb, proving reliable, but the wings unable to contend Schmuggy there.
And the "We Are Blakefield" chant breaks out from the Don student section.
So the ref's going to hold it.
Webb to take the throw. Gilman center back. It's a long twisting throw. Don's throw now. Quick throw in. Caltabiano upfield. Llewellyn. Over Melanson. Feeding off to Schmuggy with the bottom of the boot.
Schmuggy almost gets clipped there. Stays up.
Now for Kojo. Kojo. Past one. Now feeds it through for Onate. Plenty of space in the middle of the park for Caltabiano. Good look there. Caltabiano settles. Might have been a shot across. High deflection up.
Farley's going to stay in.
Llewellyn, yep. Wins it. Kwaku! Kwaku! No, Farley got a hand to it. It's a great save there from the junior. Kwaku with some pace on the header.
So the Dons only adding to their momentum. Kojo's going to have to get back.
And you made a good point there, Garrett. Farley stayed in the goal during that sequence. Llewellyn won the header right off to Kwaku, who he's not a very big guy, but he certainly hit that ball hard with the head. But once again, Farley, spectacular save with the right hand, tipping the ball away from the goal.
Yeah, great positioning there from Kwaku to get the power on that head, but Farley deciding to stay on the line. It pays off for him. It's settled by Llewellyn. Gets past Webb.
Llewellyn.
Capodanno, excuse me.
Llewellyn mishits that pass for Schmuggy, but it ends up to him anyway. Schmuggy trying to cut off to his right onto that favored foot instead of loft it over for Kwaku. Now Kwaku controls on this right side. Kwaku passes man. Kwaku down in the box. Play on, says the referee. I agree with that call. Not much in that.
Ugarte and Paravano keeping right on that midline.
Yeah, perhaps Kwaku a bit too eager to hear the whistle from the referee in the box. It's a good layoff there for Onate. Man, the quality of play in these 20 minutes versus the last 20 minutes of the first half. Two entirely different teams out there on the field for the Loyola. Onate up. Kwaku heading it on. And Caracas is out at this point. Gilman hasn't even been able to mount an effective attack. It's been all defense for the Hounds.
Yeah, Matt. And as we are almost halfway through the second half, one of our final sponsors, Home Paramount Pest Control.
Pause right there, Garrett. Now Kwaku down this right side. Okay, it's out for throw. I thought he might have been in.
Home Paramount Pest Control is the premier pest control and pest management company in Maryland. Home Paramount offers effective and reliable termite control, pest control, and moisture control services for residential and commercial customers throughout Maryland. Contact their Baltimore pest experts today to schedule a free home inspection. Choose pest management programs that work for you. Dial toll-free at 1-888-888-HOME.
Now we resume the action here. Kelly over to Schmuggy. Off the feed from Cohen Morag. Now Schmuggy looking back. He'll retreat. Kelly, the left back, playing well up. Caltabiano. And it's cleared. But once again, we see here, Garrett, no pressure up front from the Hounds. No one even back there to challenge on that ball. As Ugarte will now play it back to Ekman. Far enough forward for Caltabiano to win it.
The Dons being forced slightly farther back. Here's Snavely with a chance.
Right. Snavely looking in. Ugarte clears. It's probably maybe the first time Hounds have had the ball in the offensive third in the second half.
Lanson looking for the switch.
That's not collecting a block on that right side. Now Karakusis. It's off an Ekman. Oh no, it's out for a corner. So Gilman corner. Folks, if you're just tuning in, current score is 1-1. The Hounds scored the opening goal. Jack Stuzen penalty about midway through the first half. Don's series of some poor play late in that first half, but they come out of the break firing. And just about 5 or 10 minutes ago, Julian Schmuggy with the equalizer off the deflection. And the Dons have had all the momentum in the second half. This is indeed the first time that Gilman has really had any play in the Dons' offensive third. Melanson with the corner. Ekman, good hands to hold it.
Stuzen is back in.
And quickly out for Schmuggy. Schmuggy past Melanson. Rolling it forward now, McDaniel in for Llewellyn. His first action I've seen from McDaniel this game.
Cody Morog not afraid to stay pretty far back in line with Ugarte.
Yeah, now Windsor as well, so Hopefully a couple substitutions at that whistle. Windsor feeding it through McDaniel. McDaniel. It's through Onate.
It's got Schmuggy.
No, it's too far. It is out for a corner, though.
So quickly, Matt, as our final sponsor, 1-800-GOT-JUNK is the world's largest junk removal service. They make the ordinary business of junk removal exceptional by sending a team of 2 friendly, capable pros who will do all the removal for anywhere inside or out. They'll finish up with a thorough broom cleanup. Up to 60% of the items they collect are donated or recycled. And if you call before 2 p.m., they guarantee same-day service. Within 90 minutes of your call, from one item to many truckloads, nothing is too much to ask. Stop staring at that junk pile. Call them today. They're available 7 days a week until midnight.
All right, so the second corner from Caltabiano. The first one was too close to the goal. Farley wasn't able to hold it, had to punch it over the bar. So Caltabiano, second chance here off the set piece. It's another low curler in. Farley gets fist to it. Around in the box. Now Melanson looking to turn on the burners. Melanson battling with Kelly. Kelly wins it, and yes, Melanson called for the bump against Kelly. Melanson very unhappy with that call. Onate, I believe.
Attempting to draw a foul.
no, I don't think he was trying to draw a foul. I think he was trying to play that through the legs. I think he was trying to make Melanson as he came up to add insult to that call.
Windsor and Onate certainly confident, even though they are freshmen on the field.
Yeah, Windsor and Onate, great example of some cheeky freshmen.
As Gilman begins to put on this full court press, if you will.
Yeah. I call it more of the half court press, Garrett. I'll be perfectly honest.
Well, I mean, they can't press up farther than the half.
Yeah, so Gilman, regardless of the type of press, Gilman is trying to regain pressure on the Dons, something they've lacked in the second half. So perhaps hoping now that things have sort of settled down in the second half, once they can pressure, gain some momentum, and perhaps score off a counter. That's been their MO this year, and obviously the Gilman MO for several years.
So Llewellyn gets his few-minute break and subs back in for McDaniel.
Caltabiano fakes one. Now in Llewellyn.
He had a shot there.
Llewellyn cuts onto his left. That shot, Llewellyn goes down, no call. Paravano feeds it in. Llewellyn and Melanson both down. Melanson now up for Caltabiano. A scrum at the top of the box. Llewellyn regains his feet. Gingerly. And now play's going to be stopped. Llewellyn and Melanson both seem to collide in that challenge. 15 minutes to go here in the first half.
Yeah, but I like the real sight line we had on Caltabiano. Had a chance for a shot. Decides to dink it to Llewellyn. I was unable to get the shot off with his collision with Melanson. So I believe the Hounds will play it back to Ekman here. 15 minutes remaining. Ekman chooses to play it short to Ugarte. Haven't seen too much action out of the Kojo there on that right side, but he is pressing up.
Gilman looking to counter. Got Stuzen. Stuzen now marked by Ugarte. Stuzen and Ugarte got a foot to it. Well done. Stuzen jumping up and down in frustration as Don's now looking to break out.
Lonson stumbles.
Yeah.
Nathaniel, very impressed with Comey Mark today. Always tending to be in the right spot.
Now Caltabiano feeding it forward to Llewellyn.
He's got Schmuggy
He's
wide.
outside. He has Schmuggy and Caltabiano as well. Now Llewellyn with a burst of pace. The shot is blocked by Webb. Out for another Loyola corner. As Kwaku was subbed back on for Windsor.
Caltabiano will chase it down the hill, it looks almost. Ball is unsportsmanlike play from the Hounds.
Yeah, Caltabiano quite a workhorse too. He probably leads the team in either him or Coney Morag leads the team in minutes in the midfield. Now Caltabiano.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think he was looking for Onate. But now Gilman with a chance to break. It's Melanson and Stuzen. Coney Morag tracking back as well as Kelly. Good tackle there from Coney Morag. Now Onate. Onate and Llewellyn feeding off Coney Morog over towards Schmuggy. Don's moving the ball real well in the second half. Schmuggy battling, but good defense there from Block. Kelly slips.
He was up from his knee, so no dangerous play there.
Ooh, Kwaku. Nice overhead there. Cross is blocked. .13 minutes to go in the second half. Obviously, their team scores. We'll go to 2 10-minute halves of sudden death. Overtime.
So Melanson subs off for Council. Scaltapiano is taking a break. Windsor and Onate in the midfield for now. Not sure what the holdup is.
Yeah, me neither.
The ref peering toward the Gilman bench, and he's ready to go.
I think the Gilman coach wanted to put Melanson back in, just get him out for a quick water break and breather, but it's not Gilman's throw, so I think that was what the holdup was. Now, Kojo, low cross in, and out by Webb. Kojo rises high to win it. Comey Morog. Just past 1, now wins the ball back. A lot of this second half has been played in the middle of the... Oh, now here's Karakausis looking forward for Stuzen. Stuzen's on side of Paravano with a nicely timed challenge. Stuzen goes to ground, now the two battling it out.
There's the call. Some repeated retaliations from Stuzen as he's holding his shoulder, not sure why.
Yeah, he and Paravano going at it, and I have to say, I didn't see a clear foul in there, but I agree. It looked Stuzen was going in very aggressively.
Was not clearly aimed at the ball.
Right, I mean, but that's sort of a player that Jack Stuzen is. You know, he's going to use his size and physicality to win the ball. Corey Morog, maybe the first time all game, poor pass.
Kojo with a good clear. Llewellyn still just waiting up top for his chance, along with Kwaku and Schmuggy, so keeping the press up.
Kwaku, ball somehow stayed in. Now to Nate, Webb fighting for it. Ugarte, Kelly, hoofed away by Booth. And out for a throw. 10 minutes to go here, Garrett. Don's had a string of great play early in that second half, but since then, not much.
Junior captain Caltapiano back in for Windsor.
Back for Ugarte. Ugarte knocking it upfield. Webb, it's the header now, Capodanno. And that's out for throw. Capodanno just clearing it.
Yeah, Matt, so the Gilman defense, multiple clears in a row, kind of struggling to gain that possession with the press from the Dons. So play slowing down a bit, still some momentum in favor of the Dons. We saw an excellent few minutes.
Llewellyn up for Kojo. Kojo, I don't know if he was going for goal from that distance. I highly doubt that, but it's blocked either way. Now Gilman, 3-on-3 chance. Paravano in once again on the challenge.
Did receive. I thought he got ball first. This Melanson calling for a card.
Yeah, I agree. And Paravano put in the book. Gilman fans cheering. Number of cynical fouls in.
As Isaiah Stevens, the senior, will pop in. to cover for Dom for at least until the next
right,
possession.
We'll see Stevens go out to that right side. Kojo will drop into that center back slot. So Paravano has been playing a really physical game. It's worked out for him more often than not. He did concede the penalty. But
Again, Gilman
he does find himself to be the first player shown the yellow.
Gilman holding 3 more other than in the back, other than Capodanno, who's going to take the kick.
Capodanno the kick. It's long up for Ekman, right into him. And Ekman, no one there for the quick throw. He'll hold it up and roll it out to Ugarte. Kojo at the field.
Tip off, Booth.
Yeah, Booth with a missed kick.
Lucky spot there for the Dons.
Now Paravano back in, is on a yellow. Lofted through Schmuggy. Schmuggy cuts to his right. Booth is there, falls out. Llewellyn the shot. Farley blocks it. Rebound is cleared. Now only as far as Onate, who settles it. Now Onate, just too much of a heavy touch. Now Grimm, and now Gilman able to clear. Another save from Farley, his 4th or 5th of the day. Karakausis goes to ground. Gilman's bench wants a foul. I saw absolutely nothing.
I saw a slip there.
I saw absolutely nothing in that. Gilman's bench, as the game is going on, has seemed to create this narrative that the referees are letting Paravano get away with much more than I believe he actually is.
Calls in total still favoring the Hounds.
Yeah, I would say so. Once again, maybe a little contact, but we've seen a number of players slip out there on their beanie today. I don't think that was any different. Gilman's bench really wanted a foul there. Now we are only 8 minutes to go in the second half, so any foul could be a big call, could lead to a scoring chance. Now Paravano up in the attack. Paravano still chasing it. Farley out, sliding to collect it.
So not taking it. Kumimura dropping back along with Onate until Paravano shuffles back. Good step from Ugarte.
Yeah, Ugarte battling with Council. Kojo up Kwaku.
Oh, went for the Meg.
Yeah, tried to get Melanson, wasn't having any of that. Now Llewellyn down that right side, guarded by Capodanno. Llewellyn past Capodanno, but that Webb-Capodanno combination has been solid for Gilman in the back.
There's Kojo with the throw. So Schmuggy still waiting on this close side. It's Kwaku's who had multiple successes on that right wing today from getting a cross off. Here's Llewellyn.
Forward. Yeah, now it's Llewellyn. Forced out into the wide position. Garte strong header forward. Melanson sells with time. Now out for block. Block rolling it forward. Karakausis gets perhaps a move past Ugarte, sliding it in. Just too far for Council.
Here comes the counter from the Dons.
Kojo up. Llewellyn has done a good job in hold-up play today. He'll launch one forward for Schmuggy. Schmuggy trying to turn on the Jets to get to it. Keeps it in. Schmuggy one-on-one. Schmuggy cuts to his inside. Too far for Komi Morag, who streaked forward in that opportunity.
For the Hounds, keeping a number of defenders back. As Karakausis is the main man up top currently.
Now Gilman looking for a late goal to put them ahead. Poor ball through. Ekman able to collect. Things have evened out here in the last 10 or 15, Garrett. Good distribution of play from both teams.
Caltabiano danger with the space in the middle.
Now Caltabiano rolling it forward for Kwaku. I'd like to see a bit more of the Dons midfield. Now Kwaku with the left-footed shot.
Slipped.
He slipped, yeah.
I'd like to see a little bit more effort from Schmuggy on the wing there. Just covering that back post. But it is tough to cover this amount of space that he does this late in the game.
Yeah, to be honest, though, it looked a good effort from Kwaku. He slipped. As soon as I saw Farley's reaction, I knew the ball was not going to be on target. But another good chance there from the Dons. We're getting into crunch time here, Garrett.
Yep.
Time to separate the boys from the men. 1-1, 5 minutes to go in the second half.
Kwaku
battling with Capodanno.
Kojo's there. Interesting slide combo from Snavely there. Wins him the ball.
Yeah. Just forced Kojo to hesitate a bit. Stuzin back in, flicks it on for Karakosis. Karakosis rolling it through for Stuzin. Stuzin takes it back. Stuzin! Paravano gets a foot to it. Good defense from Paravano. But it's a Gilman throw. And it's Kwaku who's down in the middle of the field. Coach Lee will be come on. Clock will be stopped at 4:17 to go. Coach Lee out for Kwaku. So Kwaku's helped off the field.
Possibly just a cramp.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Windsor on for his place. Throw in Kellyway with the head. Schmuggy lofting it forward. Llewellyn racing with Webb. Webb and Capodanno both back. As I said, Gilman not taking any chances. He knows Llewellyn wants to cut into on the right side. Llewellyn cuts in, has a shot! Right at Farley. Junior goalkeeper was there. Colin Moore gets ahead to it. Launch on harried by Caltabiano. Enough on it to find Karakosis. Ugarte tracks back. Ekman was calling for it. Ugarte just wanted to get it away.
Schmuggy with plenty of room.
Schmuggy with time and space now. Guarded by Webb. Kench. Great job there by Eli Webb.
Schmuggy stumbled captain. A bit.
Yeah, but Webb is really I mean, I know I've only seen 2 games out of him, Garrett, but he's really impressed me with his play at the back.
Certainly is Dixon going to get the sub in for Kojo. Kelly going to switch to the right. Yeah, Dixon Kojo looking to get this long throw.
Right. Dixon is going to go for the long throw. Looking for Llewellyn. Oh, no, perhaps Schmuggy. Onate. Milan's unable to clear. Ugarte mishits it out for a Gilman throw. 2.5 to go here in the second half. Webb to take the throw. Dixon fighting for it now. Good move by Grimm there. Fakes out Onate. Rolls it through. No one's there. Karakosis was in the vicinity, but Ekman's able to collect. 2 minutes to go. It's looking like, barring a late goal, we're going to be going to sudden death extra time.
Good attempt by a flick by Caltabiano.
Yeah, just getting and then Colin Moore also bring the ball down to feet.
Don's going to need really to hold possession here if they want a chance.
Colin Moore will lay it off for Ugarte. He'll roll it back. Ekman. 90 seconds to go in this one. Ekman. Good look there for Dixon. He's got Schmuggy here. Good flick on. Caltabiano. No. Webb able to get something on to block it. Now Schmuggy with space on the wing. Schmuggy past one, but Webb's there to knock it out for a corner. So once again, the Webb-Capodanno duo on the back line does enough to stymie Julian Schmuggy from a second goal. With a minute to go, it's Onate to take the corner. Don's pouring men forward here for this one. Gilman now all back in the box.
Yeah, Dixon going to remain back. Kelly going to look for the bounce.
Now quick corner taken. Paravano's there. Headed away. Caltabiano on his left foot. And the half volley is going to be high. Now as Farley looks to collect quickly. .30 seconds to go. Farley. High punt up, Stuzen. It's over. Dixon somewhat impeded by the Gilman fan section. Is Quest to retrieve that ball. Webb knocks it out, and that's just about going to do it for the first half here. It looks like we are going to be going to extra time. Score 1-1. So the final whistle of regulation time has sounded. Current score, Dons 1, Gilman 1. Folks, we'll take a short break. We'll be right back to you. Stay tuned. This looks to be a thriller here at Loyola. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Overtime here in the MIAA Conference Varsity Soccer quarterfinal. Loyola 1, Gilman 1. Loyola has been the better team so far. Gilman's first goal opened the scoring about 20 minutes into the first half. Jack Stuzen penalty. At the end of the first half was ugly for the Dons. They managed to avoid giving up a second. However, they came out of the half firing. And within the first 15 minutes or so, Julian Schmuggy with the equalizer off the deflection. Dons had plenty of chances for more. There was a shot off the crossbar that was Schmuggy as well. Grant Farley forced into a number of acrobatic saves. However, it's going to go to sudden death extra time here at Loyola Blakefield with a spot in the semifinals awaiting the winner play at McDonough on Thursday. Still TBD whether that game will be streamed by Loyola's sports broadcasting crew. But currently Dons featuring their last game ever for the seniors, their last game ever on the fabled Bermuda.
Yeah, Matt the Don's going to get the ball here to start. Is Llewellyn, Schmuggy, and Kwaku, the trusted striking trio. Freshman Onate has proved worthy today in his field time. Kami Morag, always impressive being able to hold down that middle.
Yep. So we are underway here. Schmuggy throwing it in for Caltabiano. High ball in Onate. And Capadano's away. Looking for Stuzen. Kelly wins it. Has time. Sees Llewellyn. Lays it off for Onate. Kojo with the left foot there, feeding it in for Llewellyn. Can't quite get enough of a touch on. Now it's Stuzen racing. Ugarte and Paravano back. Stuzen. And Paravano does enough to get away from Stuzen. Now it's Kwaku. Kwaku. Capadano and Webb. Good step there from Capadano.
Kelly just keeping it in.
Caltabiano feeding it through. Schmuggy. Caltabiano.
Nothing there.
Yeah, I know. He slips.
Kwaku maybe getting a shot off.
Kojo looking to go to his right. Cuts back now to his left. He'll resettle it over to Komi Morog.
Maybe
Not much movement in the box here for the Dons. As play progresses to that far side where we can't quite see. But it is now cleared away. Once again, Stuzen, the lone striker, up top. Ugarte back as well.
As you've seen, the Hounds almost parking the bus, as they say, with Stuzen up top, just looking for that speed.
Right,
the Hounds going to look to send him.
Right, they figure Stuzen as the lone striker up top is going to handle anything that comes his way. And it's certainly been a difficult task. Paravano and Ugarte taking, you can see now, you got Karakausis is back on the top of the box, but Stuzen has remained up top all day.
So Kojo going to get the corner.
Okay, so it's a
throw.
It's a throw. I was gonna say. Go to the throw. Fight now towards the back of the box.
Kelly has a clear shot.
Kelly, the left-footed effort. It's out for a corner.
And now Stuzen will reside back to the box.
So Stuzen reluctantly trotting back into his own 18. Here, Dons.
Paravano not marked.
Curler ball in. Number of players there. Kwaku got the first head to it, but it's out for a goal kick.
Good length there from Caltabiano.
Farley. Paravano. Big head up. Spurrier to Melanson. Now Gilman, once again with their MO. It's a long ball up for Stuzen. Ugarte gets a head to it. Ugarte keeps it in. Well
Great
done
effort
there by the blonde center back.
Kojo with a little banter excuse with Snavely.
Yeah, referee telling him to calm down. Things getting a little heated here. Certainly the added dimension of the playoff game. Spurrier wins the header.
Not sure what Karakos was trying to get across there. The Hound's going to get the throw.
Right, Spurrier take it. Clock will stop for a moment. The referee telling the Don student section to clear off the sideline.
So Spurrier with a tough throw here right in the face of the student section.
Stuzen, once again with his trademark heavy flick with the head. Cohen Morog clears away with the left foot.
Good collect from Caltabiano.
Caltabiano over Llewellyn. Llewellyn going through with the outside of the boot. It's cleared away only as far as Kelly, who collects. Now off to Schmuggy on that left wing. Llewellyn up. Kojo running forward. Has some time. Cross is blocked. Put it right into Snavely.
Don's gonna look to work it out of the back here. Plenty of room for Kumi Morog. Feed Schmuggy.
Farley's out as well. Farley quickly out. He's certainly quick on his feet. Grant Farley. Real strong goalkeeper. It's a high punt up. Komar gets a foot to it. Melanson wins the second ball. Carrickhouse has tried for the fancy little flick there. It's through to Stuzen anyway.
Yeah, Matt, the Greyhounds, really the only move they've looked to pursue is to feed Stuzen there in this overtime.
And Melanson has Caltabiano jumping for joy. The long shot from Melanson's well over. See the Loyola cross country team up on the track, watching that as well. They had their meet against Spalding here today for cross country senior day. Meanwhile, halfway through this first period of overtime, not much to talk about. I still maintain Don's had better ball possession, but Gilman, the danger of the counterattack is that a goal could come at any time, especially with a player like Jack Stuzen up top.
So he's got Schmuggy and Kwaku.
Right. So Llewellyn once again will settle and now look for Schmuggy.
No one on even close to Kelly.
Right. Gilman's dropping way back when it comes time on the defensive end. Now Schmuggy to his left. Schmuggy with some space. Cross it in. It's away toward the top of the box. Onate might have gotten away with a push there. Now Onate pass one. Onate, a shot deflected.
Kwaku.
Kwaku fighting past Webb. Kwaku is a goal. Kwaku, Dons win.
Excellent showing there that Gilman decides to park the bus. Still doesn't hold up for him.
And the Dons win. Kwaku Marfa Sarbang, the game winner with 3:18 to go in the first half of overtime. And the Dons student section, the cross country team, storms the field. A huge win for the Dons, 2-1 in overtime over Gilman. Kwaku Marfo Sarbang gets the goal.
Yeah, Matt, the ball stumbling around there in the box. Hit off multiple Gilman defenders and Onate before Kwaku's able to settle it. Hits one tap right in the upper left corner. Farley, not much he can do.
Right, it looked like Kwaku was a little bit, I don't even know, but the ball was sort of bouncing around. He got an ounce of daylight and just fired that one into the top corner. As the Dons eliminate Gilman for the second straight year, and they will advance to the semifinals against McDonough. That game will be played on Thursday at McDonough.
Yeah, Matt, the Dons have a tough opponent there as McDonough the 1 seed for our bracket. The Dons certainly proving able to beat the Hounds today.
And what's more important to me, Garrett, is that the Dons really turned it up when it mattered. Obviously, Gilman took the lead 1-0 off the Stuzen penalty. However, the Dons equalized with Schmuggy. Great start to the second half. But then, once again, the Dons prove they can compete in the clutch. So great showing from the Dons there as they take out Gilman, knock the Hounds out of the playoffs. Goals from Schmuggy, the game winner from Kwaku Marfo Sarbang in overtime. And it has been a thriller here in Towson as the Dons with a huge playoff win.
Yeah, Matt, Don's going to need to have that play that we saw early in the second half against the Eagles if they're going to want to advance to the finals. That's going to do it for us today on the Bermuda as the seniors' final game here on this grass. Thank you for watching. Matt Smolka and Garrett Bussey.